So I'm going to show you how to create vintage inspired curls today. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to take our model and I'm going to change her natural part. So her natural part is on this side, I'm going to go to this side. And the way I'm going to determine that is I'm going to go up from the arch of her brow all the way back. It's a very flattering part line for almost everybody. This section here on the top, pretty much from arch to arch, and pin it up using a clip. Now when doing these curls, I know that the front is going to move this way, so all of the curls that I do around the head need to move in that direction. Everything is just trying to get over to that side. So I'm going to take 2 sections here. And the amount of sections that you take is just dependent on the type of hair that you have. The most important part about this set is you want to warm up the base of the hair. So I'm going to start at the root. Super important to remember before you ever put a curl in your hair to put something that's going to protect it from heat, and also to put something that's going to hold it. So after I work it through the tip, I'm just going to let it drop. I'm going to take 2 fingers and I'm going to loosely wrap that section around, and I'm going to clip it loosely and let it dry, or let it cool. Whenever you let a curl go from hot to cold, you get the longest lasting curl, which is important because with a vintage look like this, we'll be brushing these curls out. So you definitely want to make sure that the hair is well prepped before and that you're heating up the right spots. So 2 sections on the side. The wrapping is important because you want it to be a little looser and a little softer. So that completes one side. Now when we move along to the back of our hair, we're going to take much larger sections and we're going to actually drag them all the way down, because I want it to be a little smoother at the root and have a little wave kind of midway down. So remember, as you move toward this back section, you're going to want to be moving these sections to the other side of the hair. So you heat it up, take your 2 fingers, wrap the hair around, and then pin it up. So I'm going to continue this all the way around the back, and I'll show you what to do when you get to the front. Okay, so I finished doing all around the back. I'll show you what that looks like. I just took a couple little sections, and I actually finished off the side the same way, all moving toward her face. So these ones are moving away from her face, everything else is moving toward. So now I'm going to start to do the last section here. And what I want to do is, this is the one side that you want to have a little bit of volume to. That's why the curls in the back are so low, is because really you want it to be a little smoother back there and then have an emphasis here on the top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my sections here and I'm going to over direct them. All that means is wherever I want them to go, I'm going to push them past that point. So I want them to go this way, so I'm going to move them as far this way as I can. And I'm going to roll them in toward her face. Being sure to heat up the root, because that's what's going to give us that bump in the hair. And I'm just going to continue doing this throughout this whole top section, moving it down away towards her face. After each section is done, taking my 2 fingers and wrapping it loosely, then clipping it into place. So I'm just going to continue this. There's probably 2 more sections like this. Okay, so I finished the top portion. It looks like that. I actually did 3 curls and they're all moving in towards her face. Once you finish the whole look, you want to let it cool. The longer you can leave it cool, the better. I would recommend definitely 15 to 20 minutes, even up to a half an hour. I've already done that, so I'm just going to start releasing the curls. When you're releasing the curls, you always want to start from the bottom and work your way up. That way you're likely to get less tangles as you're removing it. Nothing will get, tangled up in each other. So release all of the curls. So that's what it looks like when you pull it down. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take a Mason Pearson brush and I'm gonna brush through my curls. And you can see already it's taking on a beautiful vintage shape. I like to start brushing them on the bottom and then kind of work your way up. And you wanna brush through them. Remember, that's why you set them, that's why you put your products on beforehand. So once you have everything integrated, you're gonna wanna take some sort of a smoothing serum and work that through. You wanna definitely add a little bit more shine back to the look. You can see by doing the curls all in the same direction, you get this great big bend in the hair. It's great ridge. I love this because you get a more modern take on a vintage set because the hair, you know, wasn't set in rollers or anything, so it's a much more natural look. And then with the front. And then one thing that I love to do with this look then is to tuck one side down. I think that this is a really, really amazing option if you have long hair and you're getting married and you want to be able to use that long hair. It's just a funner take, I think, on the half up, half down look. And there you have your vintage inspired waves.